evening to the last edition, and then you may was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Big one, big set of games, and then you may also all across Europe. But congratulations on everybody who has won. So I had on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube there. Yeah, the best content, the best analysis, the most consistent. I was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Who we are? Then you make some cash. Everybody are picking a code in the description of the video, no, and then big boom and across all of the codes near the two channel boys na fiska. So when check video, then it is up to you. I told you in the morning. Codes in that description, more link to the Telegram channel and that description, link to WhatsApp channel, link to special bets in WhatsApp group. Need that description anymore. So one call Uncle Fabian and Cherry, then it's up to you. But good one, congratulations. Nipa 2,300 in the chart code now. I'm gonna do some good money on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So congratulations to all of you which are betting on Amudiska. Good one to you, and we'll come back. Let me add more games that were on yeah, the code. It's winning. Just before we go on, just make sure say what topic on the Telegram link in the description. We'll tap also. Nako Telegram honum, Nako join a group, no, not tap a WhatsApp channel, also, Koko join a group, no, or TikTok, so Koko join it on Facebook. Yeah, the two of them, yeah, come up on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Congratulations to all of you who stick on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. You're money in the come on, near from big one. And then what happened was that before Barca Padore game, no, two things already had happened. Near him, say already Madrid are qualified, and secondly, we also knew say Barca would have to do their job to go through and qualify for that big game and ever because of the Copa del Rey final. But what a performance! Before that, already across the English Premier League games, across, so started from Italy. Of course, you know, a big derby de Madonnina between Inter and a team for the AC Milan top game, and I started. Of course, when we were going into it, we knew the issues of Milan. Of one issue on in there, said Milan for were struggling to get wins, but since Sergio Conceição, the manager of AC Milan, as on the Inter bar, we had some successes in games now about, and in this one as well, it was a brand here, your friend Tammy Abraham, and then you had the first goal for team friend AC Milan, constantly warring International Milan for. Then in the second half, a tender bolt of a strike from Abrantia, your friend Henrik Mkhitaryan, literally getting in there, making it 1-1 from team friend Inter Milan. What it means is that Hakan Clano Glenasago in the 64th minute. What it means is that it sets up a big second leg of that competition because first leg in 1-1 Coppa d'Italia, winner Ebisha Bologna in the final, and we wait to see how that one is going to be. It's 1-1 across then on the other side there were a lot of English Premier League games. Man City, Etinefi, boy against team my friend Leicester City. They got a job done. 2-0, and a Man City for the share on the year Jumane. Then the big one in terms of the conversation of top four and then the winning of the English Premier League. Liverpool knew say Arsenal for them closing points to 9 points. For them to stand a chance of opening up and then winning the league in just a couple of weeks to go, what they had to do was to beat team my friend Everton, Ewofi, and Anfield. The good thing for them, however, was that David Moyes, manager of Everton, has never won against Liverpool or Anfield before. With West Ham, with Man United, with Everton, he just doesn't seem to get a win or Anfield. The game was very feisty, very close, keenly contested. But then at the end of the day, there was a branch of Diogo Jota that only goal in 10 games. And then the solitary goal and Liverpool for the NFR win. So what it means is that back our English Premier League table also still Liverpool on top of the English Premier League as it stands now, or maybe a point to the move with second Arsenal. Then the battle for Europe and top four and the Champions League keeps on going on. Nottingham Forest after 30 games they were 50 points. 57 points, Man City after 30 games they were 51 points. Newcastle after 29 games they were 50 points. Chelsea after 29 games they were 49 points over there. Aston Villa 48, Brighton and Hove Albion 47. Brighton and then Aston Villa Boyanra, and then of course points were shared over there. Big conversation of Chelsea possible striker Abrantia friend Liam Delap. On the night na Chelsea aiding come about strikers, who is going to be their striker? Abrantia friend of Victor Osimhen shared 2 goals of Galatasaray versus Fenerbahce in the Turkish Cup semi-final. Abrantia friend of Victor Osimhen scored 2 goals from there. Liam Delap also hit a big and the most important goal, double the lead of team and friend Ipswich Town for Liam Delap. All very physical, all very combative, all very good in terms of running channels, and you need some profile, see, in terms of winning duels, winning battles, and scoring goals at the highest level. And Osimhen and our branch here, friend Liam Delap, were very, very important over there. What it means, and it's a Chelsea ammo game, but they didn't win any game as well. It means that Yami had more against Tottenham Hotspur. It becomes an extra mammoth game as a Chelsea team share. And yes, then they are going to be in serious trouble. Someone qualifying for Champions League. So Chelsea everything possible to get a points against team. Your friend Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, there's going to be a big deal. Chelsea ain't keeping clean sheet in 10 attempts. 10 attempts. Chelsea ain't keeping clean sheet over Holland. I'm carrying top 8 teams now. While Tottenham keeping just 1 clean sheet in 12 matches over there for them. So I mean, both teams that will concede a lot of goals. Both teams still open up. Ever games there a little bit open over there. Something that is really showing. I'm watching. The game is going to open up because there've been a lot of goals when games are involving Chelsea. Any team, my friend, Tottenham must play. English Premier League here, you're wide open, of course. I mean, the Italian Serie A, the Coppa d'Italia, also by own, but big one is that one for FC Barcelona playing against team, your friend Atletico de Madrid. Yeah, come on, 2 major things that happen. Now, La Liga, Choleta, Ababontia, Mekacho, Biase, Barca, anyone is to one movie. No matter Chimakacho say, even if once the courts gives them the go ahead, they will be able to deregister Abrantia friend Danny Omoni, Abrantia, your friend Paul Victor. Iti na ama Barca for their head warrants, particularly in the right place. And it was good that Juan Laporta, the president of Barcelona, say yes, La Liga for no how much journey with respect to more match and more boy any issues of adding to La Liga for a change after this time and over this I release them but moment but they will go on to the foot of play and go and get a job that and Fiifi second first leg a 4-4 or the Mujik. Atletico de Madrid was solid, they were robust, they did very well in getting to 4-4. The big question was that this was the only chance that silverware for team my friend Atletico de Madrid. How was the game going to pan out for them? How was it going to do? How are things going to go? But who messaged this is here as you are smiling? I'll take a screenshot of it and I'll send it to you. Obi sending me a message said, let me read it out to you. Obi sending me a message said, can I get your number? You always let me chop bet. God bless you, Fiifi. Let me take a screenshot of it and I'll put it in a video. Of course, go for Diana in this car. Go for Diana in this car as on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Link of the Telegram, the description, and that Twitter, or the Facebook. Coco tap so na Coco joining group. Every day we'll bring you codes. They be the team will sit down. And it's a whole team that sits down, do the analysis, pick up the codes. Nobody at them. It's simple. Just go and stick. Don't relent. And one day I'll don't stop. Keep on going. Trust me. We put heart and soul in this thing now. I was with the Barca game. There was a little bit of a distress from Barca from a point of view. Said, okay, I'm saying that Argentina Niema as at this point in time. Niema ancient how will we get things done? Of course, Barca kept their faith going into the game and then preparing earnestly for some match. And Oshaya, once the starting lineup came, and I'm saying Hansi Flick, a bad boy. Hansi Flick, a very bad man. Everybody knew Atletico for was sit back. Everybody knew say Barca for air the bomb starting lineup regularly will include Robert Lewandowski and or a natural centre back, natural centre forward. Say boy, natural centre forward in a game like this, especially against a team like Atletico, we didn't say when they were centre forward, but Omar against him in a couple of games already this season. What they are expecting, and I said, once you throw Robert Lewandowski at them, they'll be able to defend easily because Robert Lewandowski is big or bulky or very static, or movie baby. So then they were expecting that they could defend well against Robert Lewandowski. In fact, so the lineup of Barca for an area match, it was very, very interesting. With the likes of Femi Lopez, more starting, the likes of Abrantia, your friend of Ferran Torres, the Shark, also started on Barca went into the game with Szczęsny, Pau Kubasi was back, Igor Martinez, Alejandro Balde was in there, of course, with Abrantia friend Jules Koundé, and on Fiifi one on Pedri, Frankie de Jong as a double pivot, of course, right in front of them. Abrantia, your friend Fermin Lopez over there, then Rafinha, Rafinha, Abrantia, your friend what's the name, Ferran Torres, the Shark, and then Lamine Yamal making the front three. It was a very, very mobile front four, not front three, front four, because Sebastian building up, but then it became excellent recyclers of the ball in Frankie de Jong and Abrantia friend Pedri. And of course, we've seen it several times. Barca have been excellent in terms of ball recycling. And so, pushy Abrantia, your friend of Alejandro Balde, into the very far and wide area. He pushes Abrantia, your friend of Rafinha, inside into the half space. So there's an extra left occupier of the half space. Then there is Abrantia, your friend of Fermin Lopez, who occupies the central half space. There is Abrantia, your friend of Ferran Torres. Then there is Abrantia, your friend of what's his name? Abrantia, your friend Lamine Yamal, who keeps the weight. So it became a 3-2-5 essentially, with two of the best ball manipulators, ball circulators, ball retainers, and then ball recyclers. So we feel if you want them. And we see when the first half ended, Barca won leading in terms of the statistics on the ball. I wasn't surprised. I was only slightly taken aback by two things, especially one, the gravity of the number of times that Barca falling a ball on field for them, because Atletico decided to sit in a 4-4-2, very, very lethargic, leisurely mid-block, and allow Barca to have the ball, hoping that they could stop Barca's players from being very clinical and technical in the half spaces. But so more players in the half spaces, it's difficult to defend because there's a lot of movement that you have to track. And Oshe how Ferran Torres started a solitary goal in the game. Look at where Lamine Yamal was, literally centrally, and then looking for a run for Abrantia friend Ferran Torres, who in the box is essentially a fox in the box or a shark in the sea, getting the job. After first half, Atletico 49 Cabon just 31% of the whole game. Barca for 69% of the time. No Manai Cabon with expected goal from Atletico for 0.05. Barca for 1.10. Shot on target, no Barca for number 10. Atletico demanded 1. Shot on target 2-0 and big chances the 3-1 over there. So he told you say it was total dominance from Barca because they had the right profiles in the 3 bays and in 2 to circulate the ball constantly. Because they have 5 players in the first line of the last line of the attack. Quickly they press, the counter press, when we need ball back, normal recycle play, and they literally pin Atletico demanded for to the backside. Loads of the possession. Push Atletico demanded for there, not control game in that area. Of course, in the first half, of course, Sir Aspilicueta tackle on Rafinha. For me, I think it was a red card. If you look at it clearly, you could tell Senna Sarbono a red card. The referee should have brandished a red card to Abrantia friend Aspilicueta, but that didn't happen. But what a game again, Abrantia friend Lamine Yamal. I have BM this season in a big game again. Another assist, another goal contribution from Abrantia friend Lamine Yamal. Baby Abefebia with Europe. He is essentially one of the best talents and the most informed attacker. When you take away the Ousmane Dembele more and decide to do it in 2025 for the year, then obviously Abrantia friend Lamine Yamal in red hot form, and he has done an excellent job from team friend FC Barcelona. The job had to be done. Away from that, Barca only defending excellently from the front foot, say, pressing, counter pressing, winning ball from that area, and limited Atletico de Madrid into the danger zones from Barca for the defense. And I think that was very smart, very, very smart way of defending from Hansi Flick. Take the game to Atletico de Madrid, press your more, counter press your more, prevents them from having the ball. But to win your ball, do a lot of movements, play with players who are very mobile and occupy a lot of spaces, house spaces, who can pull out Atletico de Madrid for rather than a static Robert Lewandowski who will be easier to mark. And I think that was top notch. That's essentially what won the game from team and friend FC Barcelona. Ferran Torres must be one of the most valuable players for Hansi Flick this season. Obviously, against teams that on blocks they're very difficult to play against. The last time out against Sociedad, Leganismo, it was Ferran Torres that he had to fall on again. And of course, Ana Oye with Dani Olmo. But in the absence of Dani Olmo, it has been Ferran Torres and sometimes Fermin Lopez Barcelona been very good. When he gets minutes, he scores goals. When he doesn't complain, when he's on the bench, he always supports his teammates. He sees the team first before himself, presses with intensity, generates space, then he runs in. We have to be proud of this Barca. 80% of the time, you enjoy their football, and for the rest of the time, they know how to suffer. And I think I've said it several times. That has been one of the best attributes of Hansi Flick Barcelona side now. How to suffer, when to dig deep. And a lot of the times, a lot of the teams now, when they play in matches like this, they just want it easier. Player teams will have a lot of possession, tiki-taka, control the ball, have a lot of possession. They don't know how to suffer. But if you have a team a bit more control ball, now without the ball, they can defend aggressively, they can press and counter press. Like Ferran Torres did the charge for team of friend Barcelona. It's essentially a team that can win everything, and that means there is a big final date that has been set up between team your friend FC Barcelona and the team your friend FC Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final. What a game it is going to be. I was Spain Krumon and Marifi, Sebastian and Madrid. There was game in May. They've already played some in the Super Copa de España, Omabobiwa League, Copa del Rey final. There can be a possibility of a Champions League. El Clásico. Ferran Torres has scored 5 goals in the last 4 Barcelona games. Really instrumental. 19 matches later, Roger Session is still unbeaten for Barcelona. On that pool, lose a single match for team your friend of Barcelona this season. Really, really important player for Abrentia. Your friend Hansi Flick over the super player again. Another very, very good conversation in Abrentia friend Frankie de Jong. Excellent all through in everything that he wanted to do. You give him a lot of credit for Juma, your friend of Frankie de Jong, for team my friend in Barcelona. He was solid on the ball, solid off the ball, and of course, and then Barca have booked their place in the final of the Copa del Rey. So it's going to be Lamine Yamal versus Abrentia friend Copa, Abrentia friend Kylian, Luton, Mbappe, Bim, and Esakushia for the Copa del Rey. Big berth, because what a game it's going to be for team your friend FC Barcelona, any team your friend FC Real Madrid. Barca did everything that they had to do on the 26th of April. Before that, 1 week before that, on the 11th of April, there is going to be Barca versus Real Madrid, the Spanish La Liga. I mean, big games in there, Barca. I mean, all the much not just have to deliver. We will come back with you with all the analysis that I say on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube when we are back with the analysis, with the conversation, with all the takes I see near the come on, the amount. Still go into the codes, pick up the codes, send me out more channel, pick up the links, and go and enjoy some analysis and some games. Thank you. We'll be back.